let's talk about the biggest feature on this phone. The screen. I personally believe that the screen is both the best and the worst feature of the A5. On the plus side, it is absolutely enormous, coming in at 6.88 inches, making it perfect for scrolling social media, or maybe even doing something like watching YouTube videos. Or, if you're like me and visually impaired, that big screen is a big plus. Sadly, it is an IPS panel, which means that you're not going to get great colours. It looks pretty washed out at times, and you get a ton of screen bleed when you're looking at it from the side. You've basically got no vision whatsoever. The resolution is 1640 by 720, and it has a max peak brightness of 450 nits. I think this is where you're really going to start to feel that lower end price point on these devices. It is a nice screen, but it is definitely not the best I've seen by a long shot. For media consumption and everyday use, that absolutely enormous screen is actually pretty immersive. The smooth 120Hz scrolling is passable as well, but remember, you're really only going to see that 120Hz when scrolling through a web page or perhaps a social media feed. You're not going to be seeing that kind of power in gaming, which we'll talk about shortly. And keep in mind too, this is a big display for having just a 720p resolution. You can absolutely pixel peep here. It is not the sharpest display on the market. For watching YouTube, TikTok, or scrolling Instagram, it's absolutely passable. But if you really do care about your visuals, then you're going to want to look elsewhere.